If I know the people who watch my channel, and I think I do, I really believe you're going to love this latest message from your president, Joe Biden, and about COVID vaccines. That's right, they're in the works. More of them. In fact, 3 more of them. And the best part of it, they're using your hard-earned taxpayer dollars in order to do this for something we all know none of us are going to take. I think even the people who were pushing the vaccines early on, you know those people, the ones that were like, hey, how dare you not get this? Shame on you. I think even they are like, yeah, I think I'm going to stay away from this one this time. I mean, there's just a little too many coincidences going on out there right now for those that received these. But I want Joe Biden to share his message with you first, and then I'll tie it up with a nice little bow at the end. So let's go.
It's a simple principle. You shouldn't pay the highest price in the world for drugs that your tax dollars have already helped create. We're already begun to secure fair pricing clauses and contracts for new COVID vaccines, 3 new COVID vaccines. And we recently proposed that when a drug company prices drugs so high that Americans can't afford them, when those drugs were created by the American tax dollars, the federal government can step in and allow other companies to make and sell that same drug for less, because they did it here. This is all part of my administration's work to promote competition across our economy, to lower costs, to raise wages, and improve care. Last week, we announced new steps to crack down on anti-competitive practices in healthcare.
Doesn't this just give you shivers up your spine watching this? Does this instill confidence in anyone watching Joe Biden standing in front of tons of medication behind him, some of which he's probably taking right now, or else he would be dozed off on a bed somewhere at home? And the fact that they've stolen your taxpayer money to create 3 new vaccines that absolutely nobody is taking. And also how the government is now actually calling out Joe Biden, saying, you know those pharmaceutical drug companies that we've been pushing on you hard for the last couple of years? Well, they're kind of evil because they're charging you a lot of money, and they shouldn't be. And if we subsidize some of these things with your hard-earned taxpayer money, we're going to go ahead and let other companies make these drugs for you so that you can inject them into your body. And we're doing this for the American people. Joe Biden, here's a message for you. Nobody's taking these vaccines. I literally, in my life, do not know one single individual who is going to continue to take these vaccines. Not even one. Not at my workplace. No one I interact with, whether I'm friends with them or not. Democrat, liberal, conservative, I don't really care. I don't know any single person who's like, yes, as these vaccines continue to roll out, I'm going to continue to take them. So 3 new ones that have been paid for by taxpayer money. You know how many of these vaccines they've thrown out already? Do you know how many? I don't even know if it's millions, hundreds of millions at this point, maybe even billions or tens of billions of dollars of waste that they have put into these vaccines because they are not what they told you they were. And you know the truth now. Those of you that were pushing them, we had comedians singing songs about this, dancing around in vaccine costumes. We had people pushing this garbage on, shaming people for not taking this. And now they're wasting your money creating 3 more that nobody is going to take. It's over. Stop it with the vaccine stuff. But you know why they're doing this? Here's the little secret. There's an election coming up. 2024 election. So COVID's got to come back on the scene. Something's got to come back on the scene. There's got to be some new sickness out there. You know, masks have to come back on. We're going to have to get those mail-in ballots. We're going to have to loosen the rules on that. We got to extend the mail-in ballot time. Ooh, return date, that doesn't matter. Signature, that doesn't matter. It's COVID season. Everything is fair game in COVID season because we don't want to hinder the American people when they go out to vote. Oh, voting security? Come on. Nobody's trying to do anything malicious during the voting season. You think people are out there really trying to rig this stuff? No way. It doesn't happen. So anyway, who's excited out there about this? Who is excited that you worked to pay for more of these vaccines to be made, of which you're never going to take? And I really don't know anyone who's going to take them at all, actually. Do you know anyone who's still taking these things? Do any of you associate with anyone out there who's actually saying, yes, for the foreseeable future, I will continue to inject this stuff into my body? Be interesting to hear about it. Leave your comments below. I'll catch you on the next video.